Hey guys, it's Liv and welcome back to our channel. So today I want to talk about books. I don't know if you know, but I am a massive book nerd. I love reading, and I don't know if you can see behind me, my bookshelf is pretty full. It's getting overcrowded and I need more space for books. I seem to be bringing home a new book every week. It's kind of a bad habit. As you can see, I have most of my Harry Potters up, right about here, and some down here. That is hard to do, by the way. So I am a big fan of Harry Potter books, and I'm trying to collect every single cover that there is, and hardback and paperback. So as you can see, I'm dressed in my Harry Potter stuff here. I didn't mean to clash with the Slytherin and Gryffindor tops. I love this beanie and I never get to wear it, so I thought I'd wear it for this video. And if you want to know which house I'm in, I am definitely Slytherin. Anyway, enough about Harry Potter and how much I like to read. I want to review a couple of books today. Well, I have a small pile right here, and I'm just going to get on with that. So, I'm going to start from top to bottom. This is the first book, and it's called Room by Emma Donoghue. Now, apparently this is a film, and I never knew that, so I need to actually get my butt on the couch and watch it. It's Jack's birthday and he's excited about turning 5. He lives with his ma in Room, which is a locked door and a skylight and measures 11 feet by 11 feet. He loves watching TV and the cartoon characters he calls friends, but he knows that nothing he sees on screen is truly real. Only him, Ma, and the things in the room. Until the day Ma amidst this world outside. Now, it was a bit different. It's a different book. I would have never picked this type of book up before. I normally go into fantasy, and lately I've been reading romance ones for some reason. But this actually just drew me in, and the cover's pretty simple, but it makes it sound exciting. There's not much information to share, which is really nice, and it's exciting the way that she writes it, and it's very clever. But I recommend this book. It sounds pretty good. So this next book I just completed today. This is Lucy in the Sky by Paige Toon. Now, I loved this book. I brought this with me to work, and I absolutely loved it. It was so nice. I love her writing style, and I've got a few more in this list of hers, which I haven't got round to reading completely yet. I've started one, but I'm going to read the back to you. A lawyer, a surfer, a 24-hour flight. The frequent liar points are clocking up, and Lucy's got choices to make. It's been 9 years since Lucy left Australia. 9 years since she's seen her best friend Molly and Sam, the one-time love of her life. Now her two friends are getting married to each other, and Lucy's on her way to Sydney for their wedding. Life for Lucy has moved on. She's happily settled with James, her gorgeous lawyer boyfriend, with their flat in London, and her glamorous job in PR. Surely there's no reason to expect this 2-week holiday in the sun will be anything out of the ordinary. But just before takeoff, Lucy receives a text from James' mobile. She can't resist taking a look, and in one push of a button, her world comes crashing down. I highly recommend this book to, well, anyone who just likes a romance. I picked this up as the cover really attracted me. I thought it was really adorable, and the story's amazing, and it was just adorable. So the next one is Sophie's Someone by Hayley Long. Now, I haven't read that much of it yet. I am getting through it slowly, as I have several other books to get through. But this is by Hayley Long, and this is a really good, clever book. Now, this character that Hayley makes up, she has her own language, basically. Noodle is name, and thick pad of pepper is paper. So it's sort of, you have to substitute some words, and It's really clever for the brain, as you have to try and scramble what the author's writing, and it is just so good. I haven't got to the end of it yet, so I want to see what it's like, but I'm going to read the back. Sophie couldn't spell her own name until she was 6, but she's not stupid. No, she just uses words differently from you and me. She's 14 now, and she has a story to tell. But some things are hard to talk about, even to your best friend, and if you bottle them up, you might burst. So here's Sophie's story, told the only way she dares to tell it, in her own secret language. And I just love this book, and I want to finish reading it, like every other book that I have on this list. Now this next book that I have made me laugh. I haven't got around to reading much of it yet, but this sounds like an amazing book. And this is The Little Old Lady Who Broke All the Rules by Katharina Engelman Sundberg. And this, reading the back, made me pick it up. Reading it sounds so good. 79-year-old Martha Anderson dreams of escaping a care home and robbing a bank. She has no intention to spend the rest of her days in an armchair, and is determined to fund her way to a much more exciting lifestyle. Along with her 4 oldest friends, otherwise known as the League of Pensioners, Martha decides to rebel against the regulations imposed upon them. Together, they cause uproar, protesting against early bedtimes and plasticky meals. As the elderly friends become more daring, they hatch a cunning plan to break out of the dreary care home and earn themselves in a far more attractive Stockholm establishment. With the aid of their Zimmerframes, they resolve to stand up for old age pensioners everywhere. And that's when the adventure really takes off. And this just sounds like a funny ass book, and I can't wait to read it and check it out for myself. But I do recommend it if you want a bit of a laugh. A bit more comedy book, which is really good. And I'm going to be talking about the next book. Now this is another a Page Tunes book in sort of, well, not really series, but just the ones that she's done. And this is called Chasing Daisy, and it sounds amazing. The cover drew me in again. I always like these sort of cutesy covers for some reason. I just don't know why. Daisy Rogers is in love, and that's no good thing. It's just not that her very famous ex is neither out of sight nor out of mind. But the man of her dreams, William Trust, has a girlfriend, a childhood sweetheart no less. And as a Formula 1 racing driver, he puts his life at risk every day he goes to work. From Melbourne to Monte Carlo in Sao Paulo, I can't even say that, to Singapore, Daisy and her best friend Holly travel the world as hospitality girls on the Grand Prix scene. But with more secrets between them than Paris Hilton has shoes, life promises to be nothing short of a whirlwind. I just love her writing style, and I'm going to say that for the next book as well, because I have another book on the list which is of hers, because she's just so good at writing. This is another Page Tunes book, and the last one, I promise. So I've started reading this, as you can see. This is The One We Fell in Love with, and this is just, it's a simple cover, and it's really nice. The story I'm getting into is about 3 different perspectives, which is something really creative and different. It's about these triplets, and I'm not going to say anything else. Phoebe is caught between a rock and a hard place. Settle down and get married, or return to the French Alps and pursue her passion. Eliza is in love with someone who is no longer hers. In fact, he probably never was. And her dream of becoming a successful musician seems to be vanishing before her eyes. Rose is out of a job and out of a boyfriend. To make matters worse, she's been forced to move back in with her mother. But these very different girls have one thing in common: Angus, the one they fell in love with. And it's another romance, but it's really good. And I'm loving it so far. It's just very different, but I really do like it. So this is it for the book review, guys. Sorry that they were all romance ones, but so let me know if you want to see a part 3. Just leave a like if you want to see part 3. Comment down below on if you want to see me review a specific book. Just let me know and I will try and make that happen for you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It means a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!